Hello, welcome to my channel. It's Yummy Tips Tuesday, and today we are going to be talking about bell peppers. I'm going to be telling you today how to store your bell peppers, how to select your bell peppers properly. Bell peppers are delicious and versatile vegetables, and they are enjoyable in almost any form, whether in a salad, in your yummy stir fry, adding them to your soup, sandwiches, or as a spice or for garnishing. You want to always enjoy some delicious bell peppers. Now you want to always have them fresh so you enjoy all the beautiful flavors and freshness and happiness they bring to any dish. This just depends on how well you're able to select your bell peppers and how well you're able to store them and keep them fresh. We can store bell peppers as whole or fresh, or we can store them chopped up. So when it comes to selecting your bell peppers, you want to ensure that you buy healthy bell peppers. Make sure that whatever color or size you're going for, your bell pepper should be firm to touch, no tender spots or wrinkling. The color should be vibrant, no blemishes. The stem area should have no discoloration. You have to always ensure that you check all of these things so that you get the best out of your bell peppers. You can see how nice and fresh my bell peppers look. They are freshly harvested. They look so good. I'm going to go ahead to show you an example of a bell pepper that is not fresh. It probably has been sitting on the counter or in the store for a while. You can see all those wrinkling, their lines. You can see some blemishes. So this is just to tell you that this bell pepper isn't very fresh. It's good to use, but it's not very fresh, and that means its flavor is not going to be as good and as fresh as you want it to be. So you can see some blemishes on this one, and if you check out the stalk, you can see some blemishes as well under the stalk. That should just tell you that this bell pepper is not as fresh as you would like it to be. Therefore, its flavors are not going to burst through the roof. So that's how you pick the freshest bell peppers. So firstly, if you're going to use up your bell peppers in about 2 to 3 days, you can totally save them on your countertop fresh. That's the best way to save them if you just want to save them for about 2 to 3 days. Do not wash your bell peppers. If it has some dirt on it, you want to clean with a paper towel. Now be sure to place them with the stalk facing downwards, as this will help reduce the amount of moisture your bell peppers are going to lose. Once you have placed your bell peppers nicely in your pan or your dish, be sure to keep them away from direct sunlight or any heat source. Make sure you place in a cool and humid area of your kitchen. I like to go ahead and just cover it up with a paper towel just to prevent any water or anything splashing on it, since my kitchen is always busy. So that's it if you want to save up your bell peppers for about 2 to 3 days. Now, if you want your bell peppers to last for about 10 to 14 days, the best way you're going to store them is in the fridge. Not in the freezer, in the fridge. Now, I have this beautiful bowl which I love to use to store up my bell peppers in my fridge. You can still use a crisper drawer in your fridge. I like to line up the bowl or plastic bag I'm using with a paper towel. This is just going to soak up any water or moisture in there. You arrange your bell peppers again, stalk down nicely, and once you're done, you just slide this in your fridge, and guys, this is good to go for up to 10 to 14 days. Your bell peppers are going to remain fresh. You want to make sure that they are dry. There is no water in there. If you already washed your bell peppers, be sure to pat them really dry with a paper towel. This is going to save your bell peppers for up to 10 to 14 days. So the third method I'm going to be talking to you about can save up your bell peppers fresh for up to 6 months to a year. Yes, believe me, your bell peppers are going to stay intact. After washing up your bell peppers, be sure to remove the stalk and the seeds. Then you're going to have to chop up your bell peppers. For this method, you're going to have to chop up your bell peppers so you can wash them up thoroughly. So you can see how fresh and juicy my bell peppers are. My bell peppers are just oozing out all the delicious and sweet juices. You can see how nice and fresh and colorful they look. You can see how bright it looks. So once I'm done chopping up my bell peppers, I get a baking tray and I'm just going to line this with some parchment paper. After lining this, I'm just going to throw my bell peppers in there loosely. I'm trying to achieve a single layer. So I want to make sure that everything is lying flat and free on my parchment paper. I'm trying to achieve a single layer of bell peppers. So we are just going to lay out our chopped bell peppers nicely on the parchment paper, and we are going to try to achieve a single layer of bell peppers here. I'm taking this right into my freezer because I want to flash freeze this for about an hour or two, or you can just freeze them overnight. So my bell peppers are out of the freezer. You can see they are frozen already. Now I'm just going to lift up the sides of the parchment paper, and this is just going to loosen up my bell peppers. I go in with a spoon and you can just see how I loosen up the chopped pieces, and there you have it. Your bell peppers have frozen and you can see they are not clinging to each other. So this is how I want it to be, so that I can go in at any time and scoop out the quantity I need. Once I loosen up my frozen chopped bell peppers, I'm going to just save them in a Ziplock bag. You can use any kind of a plastic bag or a container that can be placed in your freezer. It's totally up to you. I like putting them in my Ziplock bag, and you can see how easy it is to go in and just scoop up some bell peppers anytime you want to use them. You don't want to thaw your bell peppers before using. They're going to feel flabby. You want to use them from your Ziplock or from your freezer right into your dish, and it's going to stay crunchy. This is a really practical way of saving up your bell peppers. So to save in your freezer, be sure to take out as much air from your Ziplock as possible. I love to use the straw method, and you can see I just squeeze out as much air as I can, and with my straw in there, I'm going to suck out every last air in that bag. If you have a vacuum seal, that's really good. You can just go in with your vacuum sealer and you seal the plastic bag and take out all the air. If you don't have a vacuum sealer, you can just use this straw method and it's still going to kind of do the job. You can see I got almost all the air out there. This is to help keep your bell peppers as fresh as possible. Now once I'm done with this, I just like to flatten my bell peppers like this in the bag. I like saving it like this in my freezer just because it's going to take up less space and it's just going to keep them, in a single layer. So once I'm done, this is going straight into my freezer, and guys, this can last for up to a year. Your bell peppers are going to stay so fresh, so nice, so tasty. All your flavors are going to be conserved. I love this method. I always use this method to save up my bell peppers. If you use part of a bell pepper and you have like a half portion remaining and you're wondering what to do, how to store it, guys, I got you. So all you need to do is wrap it up with a paper towel and get a dry Ziplock bag. Guys, make sure it is dry. You don't want any moisture in there. You can as well use a dry container, and you just wrap it up and place that in there and lock it up. Save it in your fridge. It's going to last you for about 10 to 14 days, and it's going to really stay fresh and bright and just the way you want it to be. So guys, it's Yummy Tips Tuesday, so don't forget to like this. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye.